Welcome back, guys, to Faruka TV Podcast Season 2, Episode 3. And we have special guest right here, my dad, Razlan Razali. This is the first episode where I am having a podcast with my father. So, let's start off with this question. So, now that the 2024 MotoGP season has ended, it has been 1 year since you have left the MotoGP paddock. How do you feel?
That's a very good first question. Um, Mixed feelings, actually. I still do miss being in the paddock, owning a team. But at the same time, I'm also relieved that I'm no longer in it. So it's mixed feelings, you know. If you ask me why, are you going to ask me why?
Yes, I'll ask you why. Why mixed feelings? Why mixed feelings?
Because the MotoGP paddock is the most friendliest place. The paddock is like a family unit, one big family unit. We travel together for 21 races all around the world. So from Moto3, Moto2, MotoGP, we are a family unit. So the most friendly paddock, extended family, because at the same time, at the end of the day, you spend a lot of time with these guys. So I miss that feeling, but I don't miss bad results. I think since we were in 2021 until last year, our results were very bad, and of course, bad results means it's harder to get sponsorship, and that's why when I look at my former team, I don't think they are happy. So I'm glad that I'm not living in that situation where the results are really bad.
Would you say you have a really good relationship with the people in the paddock, like your fellow teammates and rivals?
Yeah, I mean, for example, the recent Malaysian MotoGP, for the first time, I have no role to play except being an official for Malaysian Association Motorsport as a treasurer. Like I said, I was a bit don't know how to react because my first time going to Malaysian Grand Prix as with no real capacity, but the MotoGP paddock welcomes me with open arms, and I end up being busy. Talking to people, talking to friends, catching up with them. Doing a little bit of work here and there, and yeah, I mean, I was still busy during the Malaysian Grand Prix. It's great.
So, because you attended the Malaysian GP as a spectator instead of a team principal, was it? Would you say very like weird? You're not there to work. You're there to basically
Yeah,
watch.
yeah, very, very weird because, you know, since my days as the CEO, that was what, in 2008, so now it's 2024, and it's the first year that I attended Malaysia Grand Prix as a fan, I guess, as a former this, former that, just watching the race from the TV in the suite, in the banana suite. That's it.
Because for me, I always go to the pit box to watch the race in the team. But then now I'm not in the pit box where everything happens. I'm more just like there to just watch the race. It's
Yeah,
different.
but yeah, you're in the box. The feeling's different, but you end up standing up, looking at the screen, right?
Yeah. At
But
least
I
got
noticed,
aircon
but
now.
I noticed you guys had more fun. You and Kaeya and all the friends. You guys were running up and down, looking at this corner, that corner. I think you had
Yeah.
more fun this year than previous years.
Yeah, but because now 16 years old, I can watch MotoGP properly. 10 years ago, it's like this small and I don't understand what to
Yeah.
do. Anyways, what are your thoughts on Jorge Martin being the first independent rider to win a world championship in the MotoGP era before you? Because you had a chance, but sadly only came second in 2020.
First of all, congratulations to Jorge Martin. He
Mm,
deserved it.
mm,
But personally, I wish no independent team have won lah.
mm,
Because yeah, you're right to say that we were very close. in 2020. We were second in the World Championship with Frankie. In our second year, if you hear the commentary last weekend, Pramac, with their 20 years relationship with Ducati, they finally won the championship as the first independent team. They were runners-up last year. Okay, so it took them that long, and for us, it's took us only second year to do what we did, which is, I'm always proud of what we did. But yeah, personally, we wish, but it's not going to happen. It will never happen. And Pramac won it. So congratulations to Paulo as well. And yeah.
So, since we're on the topic of Jorge Martin and Prima Pramac, they are transitioning from Ducati to Yamaha. What do you think about that decision that they've made?
I cannot imagine, not to say Yamaha is a terrible manufacturer. They're not. They're good.
Yeah.
I mean, they've been around for as long as MotoGP has been around. But when you have been winning consistently for the last 2-3 years, week in, week out on the podium and all that, and next year it's going to be tough. I mean, you look at this year, I mean, is the Yamaha improving? I mean, only Fabio seems to do okay on the bike. Now you
Top
have
10, right?
now you have two new guys, Jack Miller and Miguel, on a Yamaha. It's going to be tough, To me, at the end of the day, as an independent team, you need to get the sponsors. Okay, unless Yamaha offered them like really, really cheap price, I mean, dirt cheap, because they also announced the Moto2 program, Pramac, So, yeah, unless Yamaha just desperate. I mean, they are desperate to have a satellite team, but I think they're just desperate to the point that they probably give a good price that Paulo just could not refuse. But results-wise, not going to be another 2 years, I think, before Yamaha can be competitive.
But then you also have these different things that can happen also next year, where Pramac can give tips to Yamaha on how to improve their bike. You think so?
If they outperform Fabio, yes. If Fabio continues to be leading, and if the satellite team could not get close to Fabio, then what's the point of having those data where Fabio is performing better than them? For example, when we came in 2019, the factory had Vinales and Valentino, right? Okay, so we came in and Fabio just outperformed the factory riders. So the factory riders wants to have a look, what is Fabio doing? Because that's the reference now. Okay, because Fabio just outperformed them. Okay, that is the whole intention of having a satellite team. Contrary, if you look at the Ducati when they had in 2019, for example, they did not do well. In 2020 also they did not do well until 21. But with Ducati, when they have like 6 bikes, 8 bikes, they collect all the data, okay, and they focus that data to the factory team, okay, and that's why the factory riders can do what they're doing, okay. So that's different. But then with Yamaha, if the two satellite riders do not match or perform better than Fabio, what data do Fabio wants to have a look at Jack or Miguel if they don't perform?
Okay,
Does that make
interesting.
sense?
Yeah, interesting. Because these are two very different riders that never been in Yamaha before, right?
Never.
So they're going into an alien territory lah, where they don't know what to use, right?
It's foreign to them, but interesting is we'll see how the first test goes today.
Oh yeah, today is the MotoGP test, right? Okay. But there have been major changes in the paddock this year in terms of teams. We had a new team join this year, 2024.
Who's that? What team is that?
The Trackhouse MotoGP racing team, American racing team. What are your thoughts on their performance this year?
I will not go too much in terms of how they perform. I think the fans know how they perform. I am slightly proud because we performed better than them last year than this year. We were 8th last year and they were 9th. Yes, they got one single sprint podium with Miguel, with a third. I can't remember which track was it.
Harass.
Jerez. Okay, so that's only good point. Miguel injured again, out for 5 races. Bad luck continues again with Miguel. Frankly, when they were first announced as an American team, was a big hype about them, but honestly, I've not seen anything fantastic compared to what we have done. Okay, I don't mean that in a terrible way or whatever, but there was a lot of hype with American racing, Trackhouse American coming in. And the surprising thing is that, I would have thought MotoGP wants to be bigger in America, but which rider did they choose? They prefer to go with a rookie Ogura compared to Joe Roberts. Okay, so yeah, I mean, look, at the end of the day, there must be a strong commercial marketing, whatever reasons behind it. I was criticized when I did not take any Malaysian riders in MotoGP, and we are a Malaysian team. And look, American team chose a Japanese rider. On an Aprilia, not to say a Japanese rider on a Honda or Yamaha, but on a Aprilia. Okay, so they're doing it for a reason that they think is right for them.
Do you think next year onwards they will improve, since now that they have the new edition of the Davide Brivio, your rival in 2020 that beat you in the championship, outperformed you in terms of consistency? Do you think he can do something better for next year? You think he can make Trackhouse better, like in terms of performance this year than next year?
It's going to be hard. But by saying that, Davide messaged me a couple of weeks ago and said, I wish I could do what you have. I hope to do what you have done. I replied, Davide, you are a world champion. You beat us. Okay. But then thinking, he's a world champion with a factory team, Suzuki. Okay. Although Suzuki is one of the smallest factory team budget, it's bigger than an independent team. Okay, so we got beaten by a factory team. Okay, we got beaten to the World Championship being only in our second year. Okay, so for the likes of Davide, who has been with the factory team of Yamaha, Suzuki, the challenge for him is getting the budget. Okay, either he goes to Justin Marks, who's the owner of Trackhouse, and try to get whatever budget it is, okay, or not. He doesn't have the luxury of financial resources like before, okay. But at the end of the day, the one thing that I'm quite disappointed with is the Aprilia. Okay, they showed glimpses of fighting for the World Championship with Maverick winning in America, I think.
I think so.
That's the only round that a non-Ducati won. Okay, the rest of the rounds, all the Ducati have won it. Okay, so we thought that they could give a bit more fight, but after that they seem to be not performing well.
KTM beat them in constructor championship.
They're third. Factory riders struggling. If the factory rider is struggling, what makes you think that the independent riders can do better? Still have problems. Okay, and that's why I don't understand why they upgraded Raul's bike to a 24 bike, which they have to pay extra. Okay, and at the end of the day, Raul said that he doesn't like that bike. He wants to go back to a 23 bike. You disrupt you don't change a bike in the middle of the season.
Okay, so Trackhouse, because they took over your slot in the MotoGP this year. But then how do you feel, these were your riders before last year, how do you feel that they're not doing what they did last year in terms of because we saw Raul, right, last year, towards the end of the season, he's performing very, very well, you could say, right? He performed well. And then in the test, he was performing well. But in the races, he's not performing. Why? Why do you think?
I don't know. I mean, I bumped into Raul's parents in the Malaysian Grand Prix. They did tell me that the atmosphere is different, but I can't comment anymore because I don't know. Raul is a special one, I mean, together when last year, we had to really calm him down, because he wants too much. At that time it was together with Wilco, so I'm not sure whether things have changed or the atmosphere, the feeling is different. I really can't tell you, but I know the parents told me during the Malaysian Grand Prix that it's changed a lot. And Wilco is leaving also.
Yeah.
Okay, and so it doesn't
Mr.
have that
Wilco.
support system. I don't know, So, but again, this kind of situation where I'm very relieved that I'm not in it anymore, because I mean, MotoGP is competitive, right? Everybody wants to win now. We know we could do it, and independent could do it. Independent won the world championship. Okay, so it's difficult to be in a championship when you get beaten all the time, especially with the Ducati.
Okay, so let's talk about more of the changes that have happened in the last 2 days in terms of MotoGP itself. So MotoGP have recently announced the new MotoGP logo. Do you think this is because Liberty Media is taking over Dorna as the management for MotoGP? Do you think that this is their first move in the move and change for
Yeah,
MotoGP?
for sure. I mean, we saw what they did when Liberty Media bought Formula One.
Yeah.
Okay, I was there during the transition with Bernie Ecclestone and all that. And they changed the logo. Okay, so everybody in the beginning was very critical of it. But now Formula One is the most valuable motorsport brand, sporting brands in the world. Okay, so definitely they're doing the same with MotoGP. Yes, I mean, die-hard fans who've been following the sport, when they see the logo, they don't like it. To me, I do not hate it. I do like it, but I wish they had a little bit more color rather than just black and white. But I know that what Liberty Media have done for Formula One, they can do it with MotoGP, but hopefully not to lose the emotion of the sports and not making it too commercial, like Formula One. To me, the only thing, in my view, the only things that you have to fix with MotoGP is to reach out to new audiences, to younger audiences, to more female audiences. And to do that, you need to do what Formula One did with what Liberty did with Formula One, which is something like a docu-series like Drive to Survive. And you look, from Drive to Survive, Lewis Hamilton came in and do it a production for movie with Brad Pitt.
Yeah.
That is the only way to reach out to new audiences. Okay,
Yeah.
so that people go to live streaming, watch movies and whatnot. Okay, that's the only thing that is missing with MotoGP, because
You feel like they need to add documentary.
yeah, documentary, proper movies. That's how you build value. That's how you build the value of the sport. That's how you reach to new audiences. Okay, live streaming like Netflix or whatnot. I mean, MotoGP tried but failed. Yeah, that's the only thing that needs to be fixed, because MotoGP continues to have the best racing. I mean, come on, for MotoGP, Formula One, which offer the best racing?
MotoGP.
MotoGP lah.
Yeah, MotoGP, yeah. But then, okay, Liberty Media is now, like I said, is taking over MotoGP. Do you feel like they will make MotoGP bigger than what it is now, and it will gain as much as F1 in the future? You think so?
They bought something like what? More than 1 billion US is how much they bought the sport. So they see the potential value of it, and MotoGP, in my view, is grossly undervalued in terms of the sport brands and so on. Okay, people don't know this. Except for the factory teams, okay, most independent teams struggle financially. Year in, year out is all about surviving. I know that. Okay, unless you are VR46 because the brand is strong, unless you are like Tech 3, or if the French say Tech 3, okay,
Okay, what
where they sign up with KTM, so KTM pays for everything, or Yamaha subsidize a lot for Pramac. Okay, teams like Trackhouse or LCR or Gresini's, they're struggling to get sponsors. I mean, you look at Gresini, yeah, they're doing well right now because of this season, because of Marc Marquez.
Marquez.
So who do they have next year?
Who do they have next year?
Aldegar and
Oh.
Alex Marquez.
Oh yeah.
Okay, they also going to be struggling.
You think so?
Yeah, I think so. You think what? Fermin and Aldegar will kill it? Maybe.
I think so.
Maybe,
I think
we don't
so.
know, but there's a risk.
True.
But
I think
if Liberty Media can turn around MotoGP and increase awareness, audience, that the dominoes effect of that the team will get increase in value of their entry and their teams. Understand?
Understand. Okay. And when would you have wished that you would still be in MotoGP for a few more years, but Liberty Media being obviously managing it? Because then when you are team principal, obviously that documentary can gain more fans. You gain more, of a following for your team.
I wished, of course, it's always been my wish to last as long as possible, especially during this transition with Liberty Media, But look, running a MotoGP World Championship team is not easy. It's expensive. We're talking about 11, 12 million euros a year. Okay. And I've been involved in motorsports for so long that when I was involved, for example, when I was involved running a national championship, it's all about taking your own money out. You don't get anything in return. Okay. But by saying that, what I did in the national championship got me into Sepang Circuit, got me into doing all the stuff that we want to do when I was Sepang Circuit, and ultimately I own a team. Okay. But to try and fund it through sponsorship, because I refuse to put my own money into the team. So the only way to survive is sponsorship. Okay. But sponsorship is depending on how you perform. Okay. But if Liberty Media do it really well, and if I would have lasted that long until Liberty Media comes in, you compare it to Formula One, you look at Haas, Formula One team. Okay. They're not performing so good.
But then
but because of the value of Formula One, the team is valued at $500 million for a crappy team like Haas. Okay, I mean, you look at Mercedes, Ferrari, and all that; they are all in excess of $1 billion US valuation. Okay, so to me, if I would have lasted a little bit that long, where Limited Media enhance MotoGP through live streaming ke, movie ke, apa ke, then the value of each team increases. Because right now, what's the value of Formula One MotoGP team?
What? I don't know.
5 million maybe?
Or you think it's too low?
It's very low.
You think Fabio... wait, I don't know. I'm changing topic again. Anyways, Liberty Media. Okay, America. Oh, wait. Do you think Liberty Media and Trackhouse will have a connection between there and in terms of MotoGP? Like, do you think they will make Trackhouse, like in America, they will do extra in American GP where they like have Trackhouse as the main team? Because they have a team in MotoGP now, right? Trackhouse and then Liberty Media is American.
Well, it depends what are their objectives. I mean, for Liberty to focus on just one single team is not correct. Okay, Liberty Media would have to look at MotoGP as a whole. Okay, the question is, will there be more MotoGP races in America? Okay.
What if that does happen?
Okay, then it's good, I guess. I mean, America is such a big market. Why can't MotoGP be expanded more into America?
You think they should have America's
So
calendar?
less Spanish races, less Italian races, more races in America maybe.
But
Okay.
don't you think that just because MotoGP is Spanish, right? Or is it not Spanish anymore? How is it?
Historically, yes, but now it's no longer. It's American.
But then doesn't that ruin the?
Why? Everybody's. I mean,
being-
for me, why do
And
we?
I'm
Why,
just reading from the comments
yeah,
what they say.
Why do we need 4 races in Spain?
Because historically,
Yeah, because it's Spanish.
Huh?
Yeah, why do you think that, with all the natural disaster in Valencia, why do you still insist on pushing the final round to Spain, Barcelona? Because they know that Jorge Martin, who's a Spanish, can win. Spanish, But I think when the America coming, Liberty Media being American, they will want to be in every corner of the world, not just in Spain and Italy.
Well, I hope if only you stayed for when Liberty Media take over, because then at least I can be on Netflix. I want to be on Netflix. But then no, we're not. We're YouTube at least. YouTube Building Success, your documentary. Now, transitioning and over to that topic over there. What are your, because you first Malaysian team, right? Well,
Yes.
Malaysian team,
Yes.
first Malaysian team in MotoGP. And you didn't have any Malaysian riders in MotoGP. Why?
You think it's easy to ride a MotoGP bike?
No, but I'm just wondering, why?
That's it. We
in
don't
the-
have. Okay, I'll be very honest with you right now. Okay, if we started in 2019 and Hafiz Sharin was available, I would have taken Hafiz Sharin. But at that time, Hafiz Sharin was not available. He was with Tech Tour. Okay.
Tech 3 lah.
Okay, Tech 3, Tech 2. Okay, at that time, Petronas also had a problem with Hafiz, so we can't really take Hafiz. Okay, but Hafiz, in his first year on a Yamaha, he was already second behind the rookies to Frankie. Okay,
Was this 2018?
2018,
Where?
yes.
Oh,
2018.
the one with Monster. No, the one that you take over, right?
Yeah. I would have taken him because he did a couple of top 10s. Okay, I think if he would have come in 2019, he would give Fabio a good fight. I mean, we all give. It's not his fault. I mean, 1 year in Yamaha, and then after that, bila you just get used to the bike, you're going to another new terrible bike with KTM. So it's difficult. Even Johan Zarco had to stop middle of the season with KTM because it was so shit.
Then he changed to Honda.
No, he went to Honda.
Yeah, okay.
Oh no, he went to Ducati for a short while. Whatever lah.
Okay. Just wondering, because a lot of people are wondering why you have Malaysian team and we had Moto2. Moto2.
We have Malaysians in the team.
Okay,
We just
that's
don't
fine.
have Malaysian riders
Ah.
because we are simply not ready. We don't have capable or competitive Malaysian riders. Full stop.
But now the future of Malaysian riders, you have Hakim Danish. I don't know who else. You
Still a
explain
long
lah.
way to go.
Okay.
Okay, but at the end of the day, these are development. Development is not 1 year, 2 years. It's a long-term program of minimum 10 years. I mean, you look at Jorge Martin. He was a Red Bull Rookies champion in 2014. 10 years later, he's a MotoGP World Champion. You look at Ai Ogura, who was the Asian Talent Cup champion.
I think so.
So now he's a Moto2 World Champion and now he's MotoGP.
Wait, Somkat Chancha's not.
Somkat is also in ATC.
No, but is he joining MotoGP?
Yeah, lah, with
Oh,
LCR.
I forgot.
Yeah.
Again then?
Yeah. So he was also from Asian Talent Cup. But Somkat is more of a, sorry, not offending, it's more like a Thai objective, Thai
What do you
agenda.
What do you mean?
Because
just
Thai
because
is a big, Honda is a big market
for
in Thailand.
so that's why
Yeah,
you
so,
think
yes.
having Thai rider will,
Yeah, we'll
Okay.
rock Thailand.
because we had last year we had Who in Moto3? Malaysian rider in Moto3.
Damo.
Is it?
Yeah.
What happened? Why
What happened?
is he not?
He got married. That's
Is
what
that-
happened.
No, like why didn't you wait? No, what this doesn't make sense. Anyways, why? No, we're talking about Malaysian team here, right? Okay,
rider.
Malaysian riders here, right? I want to know like what you think can change in the Malaysian motorsport scene here to be able to promote to make more better Malaysian riders for MotoGP.
It's all about starting them young, and we have that. We have that with Hakim Danish. We have that with Kabil Irfan. Okay, we got them really, really young. They are in the right platform from the FIM Mini GP. They go to the ESBK, to ETC, to Junior Championship, to Red Bull Rookies, and so on. Okay, they need to continuously be developed, be guided. Okay, the culture, and more importantly, they need to be in Europe more often. And inshallah, one day we will get them into the World Championship.
So you just want that lah. They just need to be consistent and disciplined.
Yeah, of course.
Is that the problem with riders here?
Look, yes. Okay, and the problem is the distraction, the mindset, the acceptance that, oh, I'm in Moto3, I've done it, and then that's it. You know.
Oh, you think
The most difficult part is not being in Moto3. The most difficult part is to maintain in the World Championship, and to maintain is to perform well in Moto3, then to go to Moto2, perform well in Moto2, and then go to MotoGP. You know, for rookies like Chantra and Ayogura, the most difficult is not being in the MotoGP, having the MotoGP seat. Now is to maintain. How long am I going to be here?
That's why they have to perform, right?
Okay, Ayogura and Somkjær. Ayogura is a world champion. He's very talented. He's super good. Okay, Somkjær, okay, I'm sorry, in terms of results, he's not really there. But Thai Honda is supporting him. Okay, how long he's going to be in there? 1 year, 2 years, 3 years? You know, so now the most difficult part is for him to stay. And for him to stay, he needs to perform. So all rookies is like that. Okay, so for Malaysian riders, okay, the hardest part is not to be in Moto3, is to maintain there. So to me, like for example, Damo, okay, the moment he got into Moto3, yes, I'm in Moto3. Okay, and that's it. Then after that, for whatever reason, he did not do so well, got married, blah, 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 and finished after 1 year.
Oh, he only joined for 1 year?
1 year.
Oh, I thought. How did he? Oh,
Sayang, because he has married to be in a Moto3, because he was 5th in the Junior World Championship, and the Junior World Championship is one of the most competitive and difficult championship before Moto3.
So you think they should just they need to be more MotoGP than
They need to be more
Malay
focused.
GP.
They need to get their priorities straight.
Okay. Anyways, it's just so many Malaysian rider or whatever. You probably already said that everywhere already, but no one has asked you about the future. What are your plans for the future?
My plans.
Yeah. You're not MotoGP anymore. Nothing to do with MotoGP. You know, no SRT, RNF. What is that anymore?
Well,
no
one I get to spend time with you when we do this.
Obviously, but
We
this
go to
is
the
my
gym.
But then your hobby is, I don't know if it's still MotoGP, but you know, in the future, do you hope to come back to MotoGP? I hope. But yeah, do you hope to come back?
I think I have done enough. Okay. It's not easy financially to run a MotoGP team. I do have an opportunity to go to Moto3, Moto2 if I wanted to, but I don't want to.
Okay.
Okay. No, I don't have a real intention to go back into owning a team, because number one, like I said before, when Petronas pull out from Sepang Racing Team, okay, I make the decision to take over the MotoGP team because the moment you give it up, you will never get it back. And the only way for you to get it back is to buy the existing independent team, and none of these guys will want to sell. Okay, and Dorna, because of their contract up until 2026, they are not allowed to have any more teams except from 27 onwards, the next 5 years. Okay, I believe if BMW wants to come in, they can come in, in a way to replace Suzuki, because now it says 11 teams, right? Before there was 12 teams. I think there was 12 teams before.
No one replaced to Suzuki, right?
Okay, at the moment, no. Well, actually, VR46 came in as an extra. But anyway, it's very much far-fetched for another team. The only way is for you to spend a lot of money and buy the existing team, and nobody wants to buy. Nobody wants to sell.
Okay. Let's say we're scenario, right? And,
Hypothetical.
2027.
Hypothetical.
What?
Okay.
And anyway, well, BMW, you know what? Just if you had the opportunity given to you, okay, if it's given to you, would you take it or not?
Of course, lah.
Because
Yeah.
right now, just now you said
if there's an opportunity,
you would take it, lah. You think if there was an opportunity?
If an opportunity for a team to ask me to lead a MotoGP team,
like
yes.
Okay.
But as a team owner, I don't think so.
What's the difference?
The difference is that a team comes in and says, "Look, Mr. Razali, we want you to be a team principal."
So if they ask you to lead
Then
the
yes.
team, but it's not your team, lah.
It's okay.
But then if you was to be a team owner, you don't want to.
No. Number one, I can't afford to buy it.
No, but like,
You have to buy it.
what if you get support, sponsor support, like before?
Let's think about it when that actually happened. Now, no point to speculate, right?
But okay, no. If you were to lead a team, lah, you'll
Yes.
be okay with that.
Yes.
You sure or not?
Yes.
You sure?
Yeah, sure.
I'll be there. If anyone call you, let me know, okay?
Yeah.
Anyways, no, but then right now, okay, maybe we can start like talking about other stuff after MotoGP, because right now you're opening gym, right? You're opening gym or not?
Yes, because it's difficult after so many years being away to come back to Malaysia and try to rebuild your, not say rebuild your life. Okay,
Rebuild your
my
life.
life don't need rebuilding, but
Explore.
to establish what's the next step, right? Okay, so it's not easy. So I need to find something that complements my life and our lives. Okay. So I think when we join Anytime Fitness at Great Eastern in July, then I noticed how there's so many Anytime Fitness gym popping up everywhere. So I made an inquiry. I think, this could be a good family business that I can invest in. Okay, that brings decent returns, keep me something to do. Okay, you also come and do something. Okay, so I'm looking to invest into franchise of Anytime Fitness chain of gyms. Okay, I bought two locations already, and hopefully we can open the first one in April
Next year.
Yeah lah, next year.
Right, next year.
Next year.
Okay.
Yes.
But then this is the first time you're joining this industry, is it?
Yes.
Which is
First time as a business owner or franchisee.
of
A
something,
gym.
something. Okay. But okay, I just want to go back a little bit to MotoGP.
Cakap don't want to talk
No,
anymore. about MotoGP.
because MotoGP.
Ah.
No, just because you think you done with MotoGP.
I think at the moment,
Because
because with Liberty Media coming in, there's a lot of unknowns. So we don't know what is the structure right now. We don't know whether Carmelo will be there or not. I don't know. Typical Americans, when they come in with and purchase 90% of the company, they want to run everything. So we don't know. Okay.
Okay lah. What time is it? 1:04 already. A long time.
So what
already.
else?
Huh?
Anything you want to ask?
You want to ask me or you want to say?
Huh? How do you feel
Of what?
about not being involved in MotoGP anymore? Today,
You
sad.
should have done it like why now? I only started going on the grid last year on the MotoGP grid. I still go to MotoGP every year. I still go because I want to still go on the grid. Because I only go
Well, it
one time
depends.
last year. What do you mean depend?
We don't know. Like I said, we don't know what Liberty Media is going to do.
Liberty Media, please lah. I want to go on the grid. No, but what do you mean? What Liberty Media do? They're
I
not
can
gonna do
remember
changes
when,
like that,
when
right?
Yeah, they do. When they came in, immediately they changed everything for Formula One.
What do you
No
mean?
no more complimentary passes. No more this, no more that. You wait and see. They are very, very strict.
But then,
Let's see.
wait. But then, does that mean no more Donna?
No, don't know will be there.
Or
Just,
is it?
just maybe the existing people won't be there.
Or is it Donna Liberty? How's it?
No,
How's it
still
like?
They're buying the entity, so it's Donna.
So it's still Donna,
Yeah. Faro, I don't know.
but it's still Donna.
Yeah.
It's sure still Donna.
Yeah, probably.
Why Liberty Media? Hey, I don't know what else. I don't know.
Okay.
What else?
We go for lunch.
Go for lunch now. Can I?
Mitari.
You wanna end off for
Mitari.
me? You end off for me, please.
No, it's your
No,
podcast,
but
so
then
close
you
it.
special guest, so end off for me.
You close it.
End off for me on the camera there.
So this is the first special episode of, what's the name of your podcast?
Faruka TV.
Farka TV. First special episode of Father and Son. Okay, hope you enjoy this professional discussion. Okay, actually when we discuss like this, not like this. We fight. Okay. Okay, so don't forget to subscribe. See the link down here? Subscribe.
You have to make me put link now. Goodness. Okay. Bye. Yeah.